YouTube, what is up? Today we'll be doing the budget sound install, and as you can see, there's frosting across. I got the whole setup here. Just move back like this, out hitting the car. So I got the whole setup here. I'm gonna take you through all of that now. Yeah. So right now the time is 8:30. It's 8:30. So without further ado, let's get cracking on, and I hope you enjoy. And if you do enjoy, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty, and here we are at the back of the car. I'm just gonna take you through everything we're going to need when we do the sound install. So obviously, it's right in plain view, the 4-channel amplifier that I reviewed on the channel. Go check that out. Then we're gonna go down, and we're going to start with the power wire. So we got two different gauges. We got the red, which is 4 gauge. The red is 4 gauge from Targa, and the green is 8 gauge from Radiant Pro. Then we move on. We have the grounding cable, which is the 8 gauge ground cable. I'll explain that in a bit. Then we got the remote turn on wire, that blue wire over there. We have our 2 separate RCAs. So the red is from Targa, and the green and black, okay, well, this is black and gray and white, I don't know, but yeah, that is from the Radiant series. We have what you call this, wire loom. We got wire loom, you know, to protect the cables, especially in the engine bay. We have our speaker wire. So again, the red is from Targa and the green is from Radiant Pro, but both of them are 16 gauge. We have the 4 gauges accessory kit, because I need to put the lugs on, because the 4 gauge is going to be running from the battery up front. Then we're going to go one down, and we have the heatsink tube kit with a cold crimp wiring terminal kit, assorted stuff there that we're going to be using to terminate the speaker wires and stuff like that. Then we have the component speakers. I've also done an unboxing of the speakers on my channel, so go check that out. Then we have the fuses. One's gonna go up front by the battery, one's gonna be used as a pseudo distribution block. Going to the right of the box, we have 2 different types of tape. So we got Tessa tape, which a lot of the German brands use for the wiring looms in their cars. And then we also have electrical tape, which you can get anywhere. I'll discuss that too a bit. Then we have the ferrules. Bootlace ferrules is what they're called, and they are used. I'll show you in the video how they use, but basically we have like a set screw setup on the amplifier, and it helps to keep all the wires in one place. It helps with a better connection, but I'll show you how it works once we're busy with the install itself. Then to the right of that, we got gloves, just normal nitrile gloves to protect the hands. And then we have all the tools you'll need. Now I might be using like a bunch of other tools as well. Okay, so normally in these situations, the first step would be to remove the negative battery terminal. But in our case, the grommet that we want to use to get the cable into the car, the power cable into the car, actually sits behind the battery. So instead of just removing the negative terminal, we're going to be removing like the whole battery. And to do so, you are going to need a 13 spanner. You are going to need a 10 spanner, possibly something else as well, because the battery does have like a clamp here that holds it in place. So by the sound of it, mine's loose, so that's not going to be an issue. Okay, so let's get cracking on. Okay, so just gonna remove this. Last. I need to remove this all the way. I'm hoping I can just make it sit on the top. And then up and out. There we go. Alrighty, and there you go. Battery removed. Here's the battery tray, and this is the grommet we'll be using to feed the wire through, feed a 4 gauge through. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. But before that, I almost forgot, before that we have to take the glove box off. Okay, so we're going to start now with the glove box. I'm going to show you where all the screws are. You're going to have to remove with the Phillips head screwdriver, and I'll just put you on a time lapse while I do that. Okay, and first off, we're going to move to the bottom. So there's one, and then there's two over there. Sorry, here, over there. Yeah. Then we're going to open the glove box. Do not mind the toilet paper that was used to wipe off the inside of the windscreen. Anyways, there's two here, so there's one here, and then there's another one over there. And then I don't know if you guys have this like book. It's not the book of life, it's just the owner's manual, I think. Yeah. Underneath that, over there, is the final one. So in total, 5 Phillips head screwdrivers, Phillips head screws, or star screws, or whatever you want to call them, that we are going to have to remove. Okay, so we have all the screws removed. Now all you're going to do is you're going to close it, and without unlocking it, like I just did, you're just going to pull it out. Is there a screw holding this in place, or what is going on? Oh, there we go. What the hell? Anyways, that is your glove box out. Okay, so this is what it looks like once the glove box has been removed. You can see there's your loom over there coming in from the engine. And I just want to show you guys where that grommet is that we're going to be using. Just going to take this. Always let me. Over there. You can see there's the grommet. There's the hole already. You can actually like, see through it. So yeah, that's where we're going to be running the power cable from. Once it closes, you can see there's this nice little gap up here. That's where the cable's going to come in through. Into the cabin. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to these soles we're gonna be taking off here. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. The torque screws. I can just get this in here. Okay, there we go. Pop that out. Don't lose these. I like to put them on the dash here, out of sight, but not out of mind. Move this on too. Okay, so this is what it looks like in there. So those are the type of screws we're going to be taking out with the torque screws. And then just want to take this cover off here. So this one uses Phillips star screws to take off. And then this one's cover is missing over here. Yeah, and that's like, oh, and there's a screw over here as well, right there, you can see right there I'm pointing. And then this whole thing comes off, including the kick panel. I don't think the kick panel is actually fastened, so but we're gonna figure that out once I'm done. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go. Okay, so after a lot of struggling, like a lot, talking about a lot of struggling, yeah, I finally have like this loose, it's not like, yeah, nice and loose, like I can shift it to one side, run the cables easy, and then put it back on. I was struggling to get this screw right here out, so I don't want to take it like all the way out, but there's enough jiggle room for me to like run the cable through the back there into the boot, so I don't have an issue with that. Okay, so now we're going to be running the 4-gauge power cable. The 4-gauge power cable, and instead of running it from the outside in, I'm gonna run it from the inside out, just to make it easier for myself. Sorry for the wind. Okay, so I put the cable inside already. I'm just gonna take this grommet out completely. There we go. And you can see I have the grommet. You can see my little hole that I made there. And here's the power wire from inside. I'm just gonna pull it through. Okay, I pulled it through, and I'm just gonna run it through here with a lot of struggling, because that's what we want. We want that nice tight fit. Okay, so we're actually gonna run it in here like that. It's gonna go through like that. Just have to make sure I have enough wire. And I think this would be enough wire, including enough for a fuse and enough to get it mounted to the battery. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that for now, and we are going to go to the inside, and we're going to start running the power cable through. Okay, so before I actually run the power wire, I am going to have to get access to the back of my radio. The reason therefore is so that I can start, well, first of all, I need to splice the remote turn on wire, because that's going to go with the power cable. And then I already have one of the speakers fitted. I have one of the speakers fitted because I needed to figure out how the hell to get them mounted. So I'll show you the whole process on the driver's side, but the passenger side already got everything. So let's just quickly get this radio out, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so to remove the radio, we're gonna need 2 flats. I don't have those radio removal tools, so I'm gonna use 2 flats. So basically we're just gonna start taking the face off. The face on this Targa TG 555B is removable. Put that one side. Then we're gonna take off this frame, the fascia trim plate, whatever you want to call it. And then we are going to put 1 flat in here. See, it already comes out a bit. I'm gonna put the other flat in here. I'm just gonna do that like 2 chopsticks, and there you go. Voila. Now I'm gonna be running my own speaker wires. Like I'm gonna run the speaker wires directly to the amplifier, and whoever installed this radio actually did a great job, because let me just zoom in here for you guys. Anyways, this is the layout of the radio at the back here. So we have our RCAs over here, and then you see A and B connectors. So the B connector is all of the speakers, and they've already wired everything up. So they've already wired all the factory wiring to the radio. So I'm just gonna take out the B connector and use only like the power connector, if that makes sense. So these are the two connectors that go into the back of the radio. This one with all the purple and green wires is the speakers. So all the speakers are here. And then this one is your power wire, or your power connector. And basically you have the ignition wire, I think is the yellow. The red would be the constant, and the black would be your ground. The yellow and the red could be vice versa, but I'm not sure. Actually, we can make sure, but anyways. Then this blue wire over here is your remote turn on wire that you're going to use to communicate with the amplifier. So when the radio turns on, the amplifier turns on. That way it doesn't drain your battery overnight. Okay, so we are going to splice in the remote turn on wire quickly. Okay, so here we have the blue, almost the same, like exactly the same color, almost. Actually, I have another one I could use, but anyways, yeah. So here we have the blue remote turn on wire that goes to the amplifier, and we are going to feed that through the dashboard real quick, and then we'll splice it together. And yeah, let me get busy with that. Okay, so I fed it through the back of the, what you call it, dashboard. Now I'm going to use my automatic wire strippers just to make life a bit easier. So I want to strip enough so we can make a nice solid connection. There you go. This one is stripped. Next one. And listen, I don't want to get this wrong because you only have so much of this wire on this harness. There we go. Let's move this. There we go. It's off. We are going to twist these two together. Just gonna make this smooth like that. Wait, no. No. Different method. No, sorry for the weird sounds. Oh wait, I forgot something. I forgot the heat shrink. The lighter. Oh. And now we can easily color code it. Put this in there. So the specific heat shrink kit or heat shrink wiring, it shrinks down to like half its size, so it should have a nice snug airtight fit. Okay, so it's spliced, kind of. It's connected there. I'm just gonna seal it now. Shrink it down now. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna give that a chance to cool off, and then we'll move on to actually running the wire. It's a little bit warm. You can see at the back here, I did burn it a bit, but not that bad. Okay, so now we have the remote turn on wire spliced and connected. So now we're gonna run this wiring and this wiring down the side sills here, including the speaker wire that's already been ran through here with a bit of tester tape. So the speaker's already in, as you can see there. There's the pulse speaker. It is upside down. There's reasons for this, but yeah. And then in here, you can see that the tweeter is actually right over there. Speakers in there, and the crossover is behind this panel right here. But I'll show you that whole process when we get to it. Okay, so I just want to show you guys the speaker wire. There we go. This is the speaker wire from the crossover. The woofer, which is the speaker itself, and the tweeter is already connected. So I'm gonna get this loose quickly. There we go. So as you can see here, I use some of this tester tape just to like protect the cable a bit. I'm gonna use a bit more now, because we're gonna have to run it through this side sill here. And the thing is, if you take a look, it doesn't go all the way to the back. So what we're gonna have to do is we are going to have to extend this with that 16 gauge wire that we have. That's not going anywhere. Now we're gonna take our cables, we're gonna run them through to the back, and there you can see it. And it runs down like this. You can see it again on this side here. But yeah, the screw mounting places and everything like that you can see, so that's gonna be easy to put everything back together again. It's the biggest thing. Don't want water like running through it at the part, like through here. Don't want water to get into here. So as long as I can like tie them down very tightly, that shouldn't be an issue. Now the only issue, if we can say issues, just get this a bit lighter for you guys. The only issue I am having is where to run the cables. Yeah, by the back seat. I think I'm gonna go under the carpet, under the rear seat, and hopefully that should sort everything out. Okay, so now that we're done with the passenger side, all the wires are through to the back, more or less. I'm gonna start with the driver's side. That includes, okay, I'm gonna start with the RCAs and then I'll show you how to do the speakers. Okay, so I have taped together the RCAs. So both RCAs, left, right, for the front and the rear channel. And I am going to be running it to the radio basically, so from the radio all the way underneath the dash and then through to the back, like I did on the passenger side with the power cable. Let's go. Okay, and now for the first time for this install, we are going to be using some tester tape. So basically I'm going to be running this cable underneath here, and I don't know if it's going to be visible or not, but if it is, I'd like to use this tape just to hide it a bit better. And there you have the finished product. Nice, discreet. Not really gonna see it, so I'm just going to put that through underneath here. Pull it through here. There we go. Now I don't even know that there's wires there. Okay, so I got the side sills off. Yeah, we got the driver side off. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to remove the door panel so that we can fit the, what you call this, so that we can fit the speakers. Okay, so the bottom part off, we can see the speakers that that's currently in the cars. This is not the stock speaker. So this is an aftermarket speaker that was fitted by the previous owner. They don't sound too bad. Okay, so now we're gonna continue with removing the door panel. We're gonna remove this handle. We're gonna remove this. This is the tricky part. This is the annoying part. And then eventually we're gonna remove this over here. So let me get to it. Again, to remove this is easy. It's the one screw here and the 3 screws underneath this. I'll just start with this here. Now this is a very lengthy video because I'm going to try and show you like everything. I want to be really candid about how easy or how difficult this whole process is. Look at how much dust is in there, guys. There, the screw out. There. Okay, now we're going to use a flat just to remove this part. Yeah, flat. Just gonna go get behind it any which way. Just pull. There we go. With that off, it reveals the other screws. Is it 2 or 3? Okay, I only see 2, so it's only 2. Only 2 screws, one there and one there. Okay, so I'm gonna remove those quickly, and yeah, so basically the tweeter is just gonna sit over here, and then the cover is gonna keep it in place. You don't need to screw it, you don't need to drill, nothing like that. Just put it in here. Okay, can you guys still see? Yep. Okay, back to this Phillips or the Star. So that's really simple. Part of why I wanted this car, why I bought this car. Except now for the speakers that are struggling to fit. The fuck? What? Sorry for the swearing. I was busy undoing nothing here. There is no screw in there. There's a screw missing. Good to know. No, we'll just put this one side. Okay. Now the trick with these is you're gonna take it up straight. I'm actually gonna have to bring you guys close for this one, and you're gonna need a flat for this. So a flat, actually 2 flats are gonna help with this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring you guys in close for this. Alrighty, so it's gonna have to be like that. I'm gonna take my flat and just stick it in between these two here. Alrighty. So, okay, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see what I see, but oh, you're not going to be able to see what I see. Nope. This angle is not going to work. Okay. So right in the middle, there's like a little pin. I'm going to try and circle it like on video. But basically that's what we're going to try and remove. You're going to push it from the bottom out, and it's going to shoot out like a missile. So yeah, let me set you guys down again. Ready? Got you guys falling over. Come now. Okay. Let me see what your view's like. Okay, not an issue. Take this. If you can help it, I would recommend not doing this on grass because of the color of this clip. Okay, so it has now officially shot out, and I do not know where it is. My words weren't even cold about grass and this thing. How are we gonna find this now? One there, but it did shoot past somewhere here. Anyways, that's how you remove that. Let's see if we can quickly get it back. Okay, so what happened was when I removed the clip that keeps the window winder in place, it fell onto the grass. Now, I couldn't really see it, so I used my speaker magnet to find it. And there we go. This is the clip that you'll be removing from your window winder. That's why I said it would be better if you could do it on like cement. But yeah, got it back, so it's not such a biggie. On to the rest. Okay, so removing this thing on top here, this is easy. Just pull this off, or just pull the whole thing off. Not an issue. Okay, so there's supposed to be like tabs that keep it in place. My top here is broken, and the bottom here was never like hooked in, so I'll try and hook it on better next time. But basically this is the last screw, and then these two. Yeah, then we can just take off the door card. Oh, we're also gonna have to remove this here. So we'll start by just winding the window down all the way. Remove this clip again. Should have to put this clip back again. There we go. Nice. Keep window winder. Wind down the window all the way down. There we go. All the way down. Yeah, let me just show you how to remove this. It's basically just, oh my gosh. It's good to, ooh, wow. That's really on there. Oh gosh. Actually, really difficult. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, just gonna push it. There we go. Now it's coming out. Now it's all the way out. Did to one side as well. That's how the car looks when you're doing sound. And basically these hooks over here, these clips, is what keeps it in place. Nice and snug. Also, if you look at all the sun damage, wow, dirty this panel is. So that's clean. This is dirty. Need to wash these in some way, shape or form. But yeah, look how nice and vibrant the colors were. Anyways, I digress. Let me move on. Let me get this off, and then we can start with installing the Vibe speaker. Put it nicely there. There we go. Okay, there you go. We have removed the old speakers with its adapter. So these ones are like too small to use for the vibes. So we got 6-inch ones like this, but we had to modify them to make the vibes fit. I'm gonna show you that right now. Oi, where is it now? Over there. Okay, so these are the 6-inch ones. As you can see, we had to cut them here and here, like that. It's a better view. So it's the vibe can sit flush on here. But then the other issue that we have, okay, so when we have the speaker in, it's sitting flush and everything, but there's no place to mount it. If I flip it over like this, as you can see, it goes over. So what we did was we took a bit of a hardboard and we cut out a template, and this is the template. A bit shabby, but it works. This is how the other side is mounted, how the passenger side is mounted. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly do that off screen, and then we'll come back to fitting the speakers. Alrighty, so yeah, this is where we're at currently. I have now attached the speaker to the adapter, and as you can see, some of the screws are exposed. That is just the nature of the beast. I just want to turn it over here. Oh, there we go. So I actually had to use zip ties or cable ties to keep the hardboard on the adapter on this part, on the plastic, and then I screwed the speaker itself into the hardboard, with the top screw here screwing right in through the plastic. So it is somewhat secure. Mind the clutter. This is just, yeah. Then this is now the mounting screws and stuff from Vibe itself. I couldn't use any of these screws because the screws are like way too long. So if you were to like screw it through up here, like through here, it would like come out like this much, and it would cause fitment issues with the door. So yeah, that's where we at right now. We're now going to start fitting everything, and one of the big things to fit will be the crossover. The crossover is gonna sit like this. If I just separate it, it's gonna sit like this in this hole over here. It doesn't disturb anything on the passenger side. I doubt it's gonna disturb anything here on the driver's side. Yeah, we're gonna cut into this, so that we can fit our crossover through there. The cable's gonna run down here to the back and out like this, where the speakers are gonna be mounted. And then up here to here, where the tweeters are gonna be mounted. So let me get busy with that. Really simple. We're just gonna take our box cutters, and we're just gonna make a small incision right here. There we go. And another incision like this. There we go. Can fit in through nicely. Let's test fit it quickly. Have to cut it a bit longer. space. Like this. Yeah, like that. There we go. Okay, let's get busy. So from experience, I know that that hole, right, so where that hole is over there is more or less right around here, and that's why I'm going to be mounting the crossover using double-side tape. Okay, and the double-sided tape you will be using, or we will be using, comes with the kit. I'm assuming these were actually for the, what you call it, the tweeters, but yeah, this is how I'm using them. Gonna peel off the one end, I'm gonna stick it, and then we'll just stick the crossover right on that. Oh, more or less right there. Right. Yeah. Alright. Take this. Alright. Okay. Take that off. I need to take the something like this. Yeah? Oh, take it. So be in the right place. Okay, so this is where we at. I've tester taped the crossover to the door card just for a bit more security. I've tester taped up the cable so that when it runs through the in between the doors there, it has a bit more protection. I also tester taped up here, even though this is going to be in the door. It won't hurt. It won't hurt. Then what I did here is I just added, like, underneath here you can see it's black, so I just heat shrinked. I just put a bit of heat shrink here to give it a bit more water resistance. It's not going to make it waterproof, but a bit more water resistant. So yeah, that's what I did with this. Now we are going to fit it properly, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so we have the top part of the, whatchamacallit, the door card. We have the top part of the door card back on, actually the door card itself back on. Here's the wire for the tweeter coming up, out and up, and then we have the wire for the speaker down here, the connections running down here, not interfering with the window, very important. Then we have the wire that's going to run to the amp. We have it connected to the factory speaker wire so we can pull it through into the car, and then from there I can start running the cabling to the rear, and then I can fit the speaker, and then the fun part can begin, because I'm going to show you guys towards the end of this video how to properly set up your amp that is with the tuning, how to set your gains properly, how to set your high pass, low pass, all of that, and I'm going to explain each function to the best of my knowledge, so I can help you guys out, hopefully. So if you are keen on that, again, please like, please subscribe, and comment down below if I did something wrong in the tuning process, and/or if you've learned something. Please do comment. Okay, I am back, and I finally, there's a squeeze. Can I squeeze this in here? I hope so. Aha! There we go. I finally have the speaker cable. So from the crossover in here, indoor, I have it ran through. Not gonna lie, this was a hell of a struggle because I actually had to fish it from the inside through. I couldn't use that method I was gonna use of pulling the speaker wire through the old speaker wire because I couldn't find the old speaker wire in all the other wires in the loom. So I had to get creative. I had to use a wire as a hook. Then I had to, like, from the inside insert it to the outside over here, and then I had to, like, connect the wire to the hook, tie it up with a bit of tape, and then I pulled it through. So here's the cable itself, running nicely through the door. There's nothing that's gonna pinch it, so that's a good thing. And then, yeah, oh yeah, I had to get the kick panel off. Actually, to up the ISO here a bit so you guys can see. Don't want to up it too much. Let's say put it 100. There we go. So I had to take the kick panel off. It was like only one screw holding it in place. So now I'm just gonna I'm gonna connect the Targa speaker wire to the Vibe speaker wires again, like I did on the passenger side, and then I'm gonna start running them through to the back. Actually, I'm gonna close up the door because I'm done with that. So I'll close it off, I'll connect the tweeter and everything, and then I'll start running the wire to the back. Okay, so we are now going to hook up the tweeters to the crossover, and as I said, red for positive, black for negative. Red has a stripe on it, black is a solid color. So this is how it comes out of the box. I love this. It's so well done. So props to Vibe for going the extra mile. And now with these ones, we're just gonna look for the stripes, going to connect them. That's a nice solid connection. And we're gonna connect negative. Okay, so now tweeter is hooked up. Now we're going to, like I said, start putting the door card back together, including the handles and everything, and I'll show you how I mount the tweeter in the door handle. Also, that's right. Now I'm going to loosen this screw a bit, so I can shove all of this into this. Now the tweeter is supposed to sit like this, but it won't be possible with this Vibe cover. So we're just going to twist it off like an Oreo, and we can just put in the tweeter. So nothing's going to be keeping it in place at the moment until we put back the other cover. I'm just going to tighten up here again. We loosen it. Make sure that's tight. Okay. Now the cover can come on. Just feel it. What's it? Ah, there we go. I'm gonna put the cover on now. All the way to the one side. And there you have it. The tweeter is fitted. Okay, now back to tying this up here. Go. Still there. Okay. Tilting on. Now. Speakers. Okay. Now mount the bottom of the door. That's gonna be my biggest headache. Okay, that is on there. And this is what the finished product looks like. Whew, still have a lot of wiring left to go. Okay, so I realize this has been a very long-winded video, and I'm not even done yet. Basically took me the whole day just to get the speakers mounted and the wiring ran. It's a hell of a job.